Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Mukakadash. Double honors to the elders who preach the word truthfully and sincerely, and shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And shalom to the Akim, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely, like I mentioned before. Say shalom to y'all out there. And this is a news article. In regards to a news article that I'm about to bring out from the stock market today. And this was published by Ed Carson, 4:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, January the 2nd, 2023. And it reads, and this is from the stocks, the market, and New York Stock Exchange for today. In its first week of January 2023. And it reads, the Dow Jones Future looms for stock market 2023 as Tesla delivers fall short again. And it says the Dow Jones Future will open on Monday evening, along with the S&P 500 futures and NASDAQ futures. Tesla delivers a hit record in the fourth quarter, but became below estimates for the second straight quarter that follows December's delivery from China EV rivals LY Auto, New York Xpeng, and Giant BYD. And it says investors will be looking for a brighter stock market in 2023 with a straight-away year, especially for growth. The Dow Jones, S&P 500, and NASDAQ had the biggest annual declines in 14 years. A stock market rally attempt is underway, but has a long way to go to prove itself. And it says the Dow Jones dipped below its 50-day moving average on Friday. The S&P and especially the NASDAQ have some distance to go to their 50-day lines, with the several other key resistant areas along the way. So yeah, as we had the stocks had failed once again. I believe it was for the Dow Jones, it was like a negative 73.72, along with the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ composite. They all failed today, lower than expected. With the continuing from left off from 2022 all the way into 2023, you're still going to have the potential risk of the potential recession, which is increasing, which is arising as we speak, with the inflations of a potential decrease, but that's going to increase as well too, along with the consumer spending and oil prices as well too. As we enter the first week of 2023, we see the Dow Jones fell 73.72 points, with the NASDAQ in positive as well too. It's in between his hands, his legs, and the DB's arm. Let's bring in Matt Austin again, our rules analyst. What's your take, Matt?
Yeah, Robert, you're exactly right. I don't see the ball touching the ground either. It is resting on both their hands. He secures it before it ever touches. I think this is going to be a touchdown.
His leg kept it from hitting the ground.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 2, and it reads, and he cried with a mighty strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is falling, and it is falling, and is become an habitation of deceivers, and hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of unclean hateful bird. Jeremiah 51 and 7. Let me see. Oh, that's Salaki.
This would be
I meant
back-to-back
to say
games for the
Jeremiah
Philadelphia Eagles defense.
51 and
Not been
7.
good, but actually their defense has let their team down.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 7, and this pertains to modern day Babylon, modern day spiritually Babylon on an economic scale in that sort of sense. Jeremiah 51 and 7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations, right, the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Right, we seeing that as well too, which is the nations are mad. They're separating from their, digital, their dollar currencies. Places like China, Russia, India, Pakistan, Nigeria, and Ghana, for an example. So Babylon is definitely falling spiritually. Babylon is falling economically wise. With the increasing of a possible recession entering in 2023. This is Jeremiah 51 and 8, and it reads, Babylon is suddenly fallen and is destroyed spiritually. Howl for her pain, take bond for her pain, if so she may be healed. Right, so there's no healing for modern day Babylon. It's going to continue to decline. Even though it's going to be times where Babylon has its sights on increasing with the economies of everything progressing and all that. But like on a spiritual sense, economically sense of spiritual modern day Babylon on an economic scale, we still gonna see though increase of the declines of Babylon, especially economically. Jeremiah 51 and 8, Babylon is suddenly falling. Howl and destroy. Howl for her pain. Take bond for her pain, if so she may be healed. Right? Because modern day spiritually Babylon is not going to be healed. In Jeremiah 51 and 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsaken her and let us go, everyone into his own country, for her judgments reach unto heavens and is lifted up even to the skies. Right? The false philosophies of modern day Babylon, following the Western ways of Babylon. These nations are not following the Western ways and philosophies of modern day Babylon. So the separation from the dollar, it's somewhat got some value, but it's deteriorating and it's decreasing as the market's entering its first week of January 2023. It's lower than expected, with the increasing intentions of a recession. Because the United States has its worst recession since 2008, and it seems like it's getting back to that again, but it's going to be like in a different way, especially with this inflation, the cost of living and stuff like that. Even though people getting these raises, minimum wage increase, jobs increase, data, statistics increase and all that, but you're gonna still see signs that modern day spiritually Babylon is falling on economic sense. We're gonna continue to see that deterioration of the downfall of Babylon. Who did that?
This college.
Yeah, college football. Then he tried to pass the ball.
Man, they passing the football.
Playing hot potato and shit.
Hot potato on top of it. Man, they got the football. This what they get. But look at the score, 46 to 45.
Yeah, that's a high scoring game for
But it just ended.
Yeah.
So,
Then,
hot potato.
so they won't get tackled. That's wrong. Salakia for that. I was talk to my brother about a football game. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, that shows you That shows you the signs of modern day Babylon is falling spiritually. This modern day spiritually Babylon is falling on an economic scale because you're gonna see the consumer prices increasing, the cost of living increasing, recession entering in of 2023 possibly. We seeing increasing signs of that, along with the Dow Jones and the markets. Because, like I mentioned again, back in 2022, I've been doing throughout the whole year of 2022, I've been doing videos in regards to the markets. Been crashing up and down, having good solid rallies and good solid gains, and the worst market earnings in a while, because these stocks and markets, they actually react to what's going on globally, economically, data statistic wise. And these current stocks of these businesses and these companies and these CEOs, they're funding in these stocks and bonds and putting their money into it as well too. And that's what the stocks react of what the Federal Reserve, if they're gonna that continuation of federal tax increase to once again lower the inflations, because we've seen signs of that. As we entering in the first week of 2023, we're gonna continue to see this pattern continue to increase, more and more. So with that, that's all I want to bring out for this sit down lesson in regards to modern day Babylon. Spiritually, it's falling on economic sense. And I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakakadash. Double honors to the elders, to the elders that's preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely with meekness, humbleness, and sincerity. And I say shalom and a ball. Shalom to you, Akim, out there.